What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update and third stimulus package update. As it is officially passed in both the House and the Senate, the House of Representatives passed the $1,400 third stimulus check package today. A lot of people are asking me who voted no on the bill. Well, here we go. Number one, as you can see here, no Republicans voted yes on the third stimulus package bill. In fact, this is the same for the House and the Senate. As you can see here, 220 Democrats voted yes. One Democrat voted no. I'll give you their name here in a second. 210 Republicans voted no. One had a no vote. When we I was live showing this to you guys as I was filming one of the earlier videos today. It did initially show that one Republican voted yes, but apparently that did not go through. They either changed their vote or it was a mistype in the voting system and they had to change it to no. But officially, not a single Republican in the House or the Senate voted yes on this third stimulus check package. It passed the U.S. House of Representatives 220 to 211 because the no vote counts as a no because it basically you need a yes vote to count as a yes. If there's no vote, it counts as a no. It's not a passing vote. So 220 to 211, not a single Republican voted yes from the House or the Senate for this third stimulus check. Republican Minority Whip Steve Scalise, a Republican from Louisiana, said this should be a targeted relief bill, but instead this is an attempt by Speaker Pelosi to further promote her socialist agenda. House Minority Leader of the Republicans in the House of Representatives, Kevin McCarthy, who is a Republican from California, Nancy Pelosi's state, says if you are a member of the swamp, you do pretty well under this bill. I believe the American public wants something different. I believe they were proud of the fact that we did something here that was bipartisan. I don't know what he means there because he says, I believe we are proud of the fact that we did something here that was bipartisan. This bill was not bipartisan at all. Bipartisan means support from both sides, the Republicans and the Democrats. So I don't understand that quote at all. You could let me know in the comments if you do. However, polling among the people, not congressmen, shows that the legislation is broadly popular with voters, particularly the expanded tax credits, such as the $3,000 to $3,600 child tax credit and the earned income tax credit for people without children that gives you a higher tax credit also, and the $1,400 stimulus checks. A new recent poll released yesterday found 70% of Americans favored the third stimulus check bill. The one Democrat who voted no from the House of Representatives was Representative Jared Golden from Maine, who is obviously a Democrat, is the lone Democrat in the entire country to vote no from the House or the Senate. So I'm sure he's under a lot of stress at this particular moment. Here is the Democrats signing the official bill. The House signs it, the Senate signs it, and then it now goes to the President Joe Biden.
Summer.
Good afternoon, everyone. And this is thank you. This is indeed a special and good afternoon. This is a momentous day in the history of our country because we have passed historic, consequential, and transformative legislation. We are here today to enroll the bill before it goes to the White House. In doing so, though, engrossment of these ceremonies are occasions to express recognition and appreciation. And first, I want to express recognition and appreciation to the President of the United States, Joe Biden. President Biden's vision and his determination were so apparent to the American people, and the reason why this legislation enjoys the support of 75% of the American people in a strong bipartisan way across the country. We thank him for his leadership and also for his contribution to the substance of the legislation, as well as his signature when that comes. It would not have happened without a very collaborative spirit among our members. On the House side, I commend our our chairs and members of the committees of jurisdiction for working together, the relentless work of our staff to make it possible to go over to the Senate. I know that the Senate chairs and members of their committees had a commensurate effort going there, so it was collaborative. We had the leadership of our chairs, House and Senate, and we had the intellectual resources of the committee members, again, with the help of the staff, which would have never had this bill be possible without the staff working so hard.
You can see they have the whole bill there in that little box that's attached to what they're signing. So yeah, they finally got it done. It now goes to President Biden's desk to have it signed officially into law. Then the checks will start going out. I will update you as we go through that process when the checks start going out. Hopefully there's no delays. Last time we had delays with Jackson Hewitt, Tax Act, TurboTax, all sorts of different things in there. So if that happens again, I will be keeping you updated on how to claim that, all that stuff. Now let's go into a couple more details of what's in the bill along with the $1,400 stimulus checks and all the other stuff. As you know, there's $1,400 stimulus checks for adults, children, and adult dependents. Basically, the qualifications are if you make less than $75,000 as an individual and have a social security number, you will be receiving the check. Whether you have a job, don't have a job, if you're on social security, SSI, SSDI, if you're retired, if you're a baby, you will be getting a check. If you haven't, if you had a brand new newborn, you're probably going to have to file a tax return so that the IRS knows about them and you can get a stimulus check for them. Also, there's no garnishments this time around. So if you owe child support, you will still be receiving this round of the stimulus check, the $1,400, as well as if you owe money to the IRS or any type of garnishments at all, the bill says that your check will not be taken for any garnishments at all. So again, that's just the $1,400. There's a lot more in the stimulus check bill. The next kind of biggest one is the $250 to $300 monthly stimulus checks for parents in addition to the $1,400. This is the $3,000 to $3,600 child income tax credit that is going to be paid out in monthly stimulus checks. As you can see here, the relief legislation expands the child tax credit to $3,000 annually per child ages 6 and up, 6 through 17, and $3,600 for children under the age of 6. For single parents, again, with the same income qualifications, earning less than $75,000, you get the child income tax credit. $112,500 for single filer head of households and $150,000 married couples. It's the exact same income requirements for the child income tax credits along with the $1,400 stimulus checks. The current child tax credit is $2,000 per child for children under 17 for single parents or head of households earning less than $200,000 or married couples earning less than $400,000. There's still a lot of details on how this is going to actually work in effect, okay? The current plan is that the IRS is going to set up a new system where you'll probably have to log in and claim this and probably give your direct deposit number, your bank account number. They will probably send stimulus checks if they have to, but they prefer direct deposit. They've already said that. The goal is to get this running by July because they're going to need a few months to set up this system and pay $250 to $300 per month per child. The interesting thing is July is the second half of the year, so it'll be interesting to see if the first half of the year, basically the first 6 months of this year, will be paid in a one lump sum of $1,500 to $1,800 per child, or if you're only going to get the back half of the year paid monthly, $250 to $300 a month, or if they're going to do that for a full year, or they're going to do if they're going to do it for the back half of the year and then give you the rest of the money, the lump sum on your tax returns for it next year. You do have an option to not get the monthly payments, although they expect that over 90% of parents will choose to get the monthly payments of $250 to $300 per month per child, no child limit. And again, as long as you get a stimulus check with the same income qualifications, you will get the child income tax credits in addition to the $1,400. I will update you guys as we get more information on this, how to claim this money. They're likely setting up a portal from the IRS, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that as we get more information on this channel. Let's talk about some of the other buckets of money in this third stimulus check package, besides the stimulus check and the child stimulus checks, the earned income tax credits. Next up is the earned income tax credit for adults, not for children. The bill will expand in 2021 the earned income tax credit, which benefits low to moderate income households. It will expand the eligibility and the amount of credit for workers without children and allow married but separate spouses to claim the earned income tax credit on separate returns in certain circumstances. It will also allow taxpayers to use their 2019 income for purposes of the credit instead of their 2021 income if needed, which could help people who have lost income due to the pandemic receive a larger credit for the year 2021. Both the portions of the bill on the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit would direct the Treasury Department to make payments to U.S. territories to help reimburse the cost of credits in those jurisdictions as well. So basically, this is an earned income tax credit, a tax credit for people without children and really all adults, because there's also the child income tax credit, which again we just talked about is going to be that $3,000 to $3,600. So this kind of varies per person, but talk to your CPA, your tax accountant, depending on your specific income requirements. I'll be getting more details about this in the upcoming days, but very likely if you're a low to middle income American, you'll be getting more of a tax credit or more of a tax refund based on the provision that they just passed in this third stimulus check bill. As always, I will keep you up to date. I'll get more information on this over the next few days. Next up is childcare. The bill will provide about $15 billion to Childcare and Development Block Grant Program, which grants to states help low-income families afford child care. States will be able to use the funds to help essential workers regardless of their workers' income. The measure will also provide about $24 billion for states to provide grants to child care providers. Additionally, the bill will expand the 2021 Child and Dependent Care Tax Credit and will increase the amount of a tax exemption for employer provided dependent care assistance. This bill also includes an $86 billion bailout to union pensions, which has been heavily criticized for Republicans. To pay for the move, Democrats had to shave a month off additional weekly unemployment supplements, which nearly derailed the process for the bill. The $86 billion will cover multi-employer pension funds, some of which are set to be insolvent. Democrats say the pandemic made the situation worse, and without action, retirees would be robbed of their pension benefits. Next up, this rescue plan provides $27.4 billion in emergency rental assistance for eligible people, which housing advocates say will help stave off evictions. Another $10 billion is set aside to help homeowners avoid foreclosure. The bill gives $5 billion in vouchers for public housing, another $5 billion to tackle homelessness, and $5 billion more to help cover utility bills. There's also property tax assistance located inside this also. The National Low Income Housing Coalition estimates that between 30 and 40 million American renters are at risk of losing their homes due to the pandemic without support. I will keep you updated on this as well. This is another bucket of money that will become available after a little bit of time passes from the third stimulus check package. In fact, there's going to be two different buckets of money from this. This one is the money directly going to you guys for rental assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, and property tax assistance. And, we just went over that. That money is going to become available probably within a few weeks after the package passes. I'll keep you up to date on when that becomes available and how to get it, how to claim it, if they set up new online portals or whatever they do for these different assistances. Remember, there's a couple different ones in there. Okay. Also, the states and cities are getting $350 billion, of which there's a new provision in there that they have to spend more of the money this time around on you guys. If you remember from the first stimulus check package, there were lots of states and cities and counties that did statewide stimulus check programs and countywide stimulus check programs, as well as another round of mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, and utility assistance. We just recently now seen, just in the past month, California and Maryland passed their own state income checks, mostly to low and middle income Americans. Well, I can't say Americans, but Californians and people from Maryland. $600 checks for California to get that when you have to file your tax return. And then if you fall under the qualifications for California, you get it as a tax refund, basically $600. Maryland is $300 to $500. And both of them also had provisions in there for small businesses as well. We're going to be seeing a lot more of those programs once the states and cities get their $350 billion, because not only did we see this last time in a couple different rounds, but there's a new provision in there that they have to spend more of the money to you guys in the form of all these different stimulus programs and different statewide programs, and they're only going to get half the money up front. These states are they can get it all up front if their state has very high unemployment, but a lot of states are only going to get half up front. They're going to have to prove what they spent the money on, and the new provision, they have to spend more money of it on you guys. Then they will be able to get the second half of the money. And again, they still have to spend it on you guys. So again, I'll keep you updated as that comes. That's what we talk about, these different buckets of money. There's the stimulus check, there's the earned income tax credit for adults, there's the earned income or the child tax credit for children. We have the mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, utility assistance. There's all sorts of different things in this third stimulus check package bill, a lot of which you have to apply for. Almost everything you're going to have to apply for in one way or another besides the $1,400 stimulus checks. So I'll keep you up to date with those as we go forward on this channel. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new updates. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications so you get notifications when we go live. I get some questions about, Jimmy, I'm not getting your notifications. You have to make sure you have the notifications turned on for YouTube on your phone. So if you're watching this on your phone, for example, you have to have the notifications turned on for YouTube as well. You can go into your settings and find YouTube and make sure notifications are turned on. Because if you click the bell, but you don't have notifications turned on for the app, the YouTube app, then you won't get them there either. So hope that makes sense. Share this video with your family and friends so that they know about these different stimulus check programs, and I will keep you up to date. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. And me and my wife sell products on Amazon as well. So click on one of these videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.